Hey guys, how we doing today? Today we're going to do for this illustration a sunflower like you see here on this granny square. What you'll need is Red Heart Super Saver both in gold and in chocolate brown. You'll need a pair of scissors, a yarn needle, and a hook size 4.25 millimeter. Okay, here in a second we'll go ahead and start. Okay, for this illustration we're going to need to learn how to do the half double crochet, the single crochet, the slip stitch, and that is it. Okay, go ahead and start by doing a slip knot to go over the hook. We'll simply then do a chain 4. Now I don't know about you, but this is how I hold my yarn. A lot of people wrap it around their fingers and all that good stuff, and I have a hard time controlling it. So I simply just do it like this because it's easier for me. I'm sure whatever's comfortable for you is the correct way to do it. Okay, simply go into the first chain, pull the yarn through, and do a slip knot. A slip stitch. You will then have this little hole. Okay, in that little hole we'll go ahead and do the half double crochet, a total of 6 in that hole. If you do me a favor, please subscribe to my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Be sure to tag the bell so you're notified for each time that I come on. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to leave a comment below. Otherwise, you can get a hold of me on creations. Sorry about that. I changed my thing. I forgot. It's Malindasdesigns at yahoo.com. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, I got one more to go. Okay, once you get this 6 half double crochets into that center there, we'll go ahead and do a slip stitch into the top of the half double crochet to finish it off, and we'll do a chain 1 to secure it in place. Depending on how tight you do your crocheting, like how I do, just simply move it around to kind of make it so it's more flat. Okay, once we're done doing that, we're going to do 2 single crochets in each of these stitches, which will give us a total of 12 single crochets. Okay, once we get the 12 single crochets done, we'll go ahead and do a slip stitch into the top of the first single crochet. If I can get it here, for some reason it doesn't want to work. I'll tell you, sometimes this yarn can really be a pain. And I'll go ahead and do another slip stitch. I like to make sure that my thing is very secure, so when I go ahead and put it all together, at least it's not going to fall apart. Okay, we'll simply cut a little piece just big enough so we can two-hand sew it into the actual thing. We'll go ahead and we'll do that, and I'll be right back. Okay, now that we're back, we're going to go ahead and start doing the petals for the actual flower. We'll need to do 12 of these all together. Okay, again, we'll go ahead and we'll start by doing a slip knot onto the hook. These petals are fairly easy. If you're wanting them to be bigger, that's entirely up to you, but because of the size of the flower, that's why I chose to do it in this shorter petal stage. Okay, once you get that slip knot onto the actual hook, we'll go ahead and do a chain 4. Try to do it a little bit loose so this way you're able to get the hook in there. It's not so tight. We'll go ahead and we'll go into that third chain by doing a slip stitch. That's just pulling the yarn through and then pulling it through again. And then we're going to go into that middle chain and we'll do a single crochet. Pull the yarn through, yarn over, and pull through both loops. We'll go into that last one by doing a slip stitch, pull it through again. Okay, we'll finish it off by doing a chain 1. Now we're going to work on the other side. Okay, into that first one there, we're going to do a slip stitch, pull the yarn through, pull the yarn through. The second one we'll do a single crochet, pull the yarn up, yarn over, and pull through both loops. Okay, in that last one we'll do a slip stitch, pull it through, and then final off we're going to do a chain 1. Okay, as you can see here, it's a really nice little petal. It's cute, which is what we want. Okay, we'll have to make a total of 12 of these together. Okay, once we have that all done, we'll get right back to you. Okay, I made a total of 4 so far. So I thought I would hop back in here and see how everyone's doing. Hopefully we're still doing okay. We're doing that slip knot, and then we're doing the chain 4 loosely, so we're able to get in there, and then doing a slip stitch into that third chain by the hook, well, the first chain by the hook, excuse me, and then we're doing a single crochet and then a slip stitch in the last one, doing a chain 1, then working on the other side we're doing a slip stitch, single crochet in the next, and then a slip stitch, and then a chain 1 to secure it off. Be sure we leave enough to be able to sew onto the actual flower itself. Oops, excuse me. Okay, I did 6 so far. I don't know about you guys, but I still got another 6 more to go. Can't simply express it enough that I'd really appreciate everyone that's joined me here on this adventure. Please subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. Like I had stated in the very beginning of this video, it helps me with not only business-wise, but it also helps me hopefully gain potential other subscribers. Yeah, I don't know about you, but I absolutely love doing crocheting. Crocheting is fun, it's calming, relaxing. You know, you don't think about really much of anything except for what you're doing. And in the meantime, you create something, which is really cool. Especially the origami. I love the origami. Origami is really cool. I just got done making healthcare worker, little minis. I was going to bring it on to show you guys, but I'm going to go ahead and do a video hopefully within this week on how to create one. It was really fun to make, that's for sure. I use wiggly eyes that you buy at the craft store and put them on there, which it helped out a lot. This was, I don't have to worry about crocheting them. You can simply buy the safety eyes, however you're wanting to do it. That's entirely up to you. But it kind of saves you a step, so then you don't have to worry about doing that. I also had fun trying to figure out how to make the actual mask. That was a sure delight, that's for sure. It sure enough was. Okay, and for time's sake, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to attach these to the flower part. And right now I do not have 12 petals altogether, but that'll be okay. Alright, we'll go ahead and take our yarn needle, and I'll simply show you how I attached them to the flower. Okay, what I did was I went ahead and I know that this is a secure knot, so I went ahead and cut this little extra piece here off the petal. Then I simply took it, placed it on the actual flower itself, and just hand sewed it in, being sure that I put a knot somewhere in there, whether it's the first time I do it, the second time I do it, or the last time I pass through here to attach it. Now see, I did it twice, figuring maybe it might help it more securely, and there you go. That's all you got to do. Okay, we'll simply attach each and every single petal to the flower, and I will get right back to you. Alright, before I move on, I wanted to show you really quick how I separated it. Just kind of give it a little space, so then when you add the other petals to it, I'll show you here once I'm finished doing this. Okay, as you can see there, I have a gap in between. I did that on purpose because I want it to, I don't know, hopefully help me guide it so it's not so close together and make it look better. And then once you get your spacing with the 6 going around it, then you can just go in between the gaps and add your other 6. You do it however you're more comfortable doing, but that's how I did it for this illustration. Just simply place it a little bit of a space in between, hand sew it in, being sure we put a knot, whether it's 1, 2, or 3. Just make double sure that your knots are on there securely, because it's nothing worse than to have something come off. That is the absolutely worst. Nothing more irritating. Especially someone, if you make it for, you know, that kind of a thing. You don't want it to come undone 5 minutes after they have the thing. Because everyone handles their products differently. I'm not trying to label anyone specifically, but men do hold things, and they do be a little bit more rough around the edges. And it goes to show you that the gentleman that I'm seeing, I made him a mask just the other day, and I attached the, I actually sewed, crocheted chains, and then I hand sewed it in. And I know I double knotted, if not I triple knotted it. And yet, as soon as he goes to put it on his face, after I already went ahead and tried and put it on my face, he broke the darn thing. So it's just, again, like I say, depending on the person, on how they handle the item, just make sure that you secure it on there good. I'm going to go ahead and show you what I did for in between really quick, so then you can see what I'm talking about. Because I know you're probably wondering, you know, what's going on. We have gaps going on in between. Well, I'm going to show you it really quick. Okay, simply do the same thing like you've been doing, and that's placing it flat onto the actual flower itself. And just do the same thing. Just hand sew it in. And there you have it. See how it fills up pretty good? Starting to fill up pretty good now. Okay, once we're done, I will get right back to you. Alright, now you see the end product. Okay, nice and cute. Nice little sunflower. Nice brown in the center, and of course the gold going along the edges. Of course it's not going to be perfect, but who cares? It is beautiful in its sight. Alright, thank you so much for dropping by. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. And of course write any comments down below. Alright, thank you. Have a good day.